This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. Lining up for a first down play. Looking for room. It's Buckley. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Davis looking to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Bounces through the end zone. bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Davis will throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for room. It's Achuk. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Throws to the tight end. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Davis looking to pass. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Touch pass on the run. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
First down for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Michigan! Coming up with a play like that. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
And here comes the offense on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Oklahoma 7.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the option. He'll pitch it. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Davis will throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun. The running back has it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. That's a 40. There he goes. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Davis looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways, it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Davis will throw. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Goes to the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Defense playing a bail technique. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Oklahoma 14.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Sticks it in his belly. The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Hey, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. Number 27 with the carry.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up by 28 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Boy, he was cutting that one close, wasn't he? Almost kicked it out of bounds, but it went into the end zone. It's a touchback. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan. In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Davis looking to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown Sooners! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The play-action fake. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
The give to the single back.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes a pass to Marker. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Wolverines are on the move. Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Going with the ground game left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run play action. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make...
And that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, you're all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. Davis will throw. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The Sooners are in the hurry up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Dances away to buy time. He throws one to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The option look. The pitch. Bulls his way forward. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. The back goes in motion. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. He's right on target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise the defense is any. those wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Offense gets set for second down. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. Nerves of steel.